31st of July is my birthday. Honestly, I really don't care about my birthday. I was not in celebration. On the previous day, the 30th of July, we had a night vigil in the church. In the morning when I went home, I saw my child singing the birthday song for me, but in my spirit there was no interest in this celebration. I said in my heart, last year one was in mission in the forest around the lake to evangelize the native. I won souls in the mission field. Why am I spending time at home, not in the field winning the lost? Last year on this very day, I was in the front line winning soul. I said, Lord, I need a new orientation and a new direction for this year. I need to work and win souls. I don't need to celebrate this so-called birthday. In the night when I went to bed, it was between the 31st of July and the 1st of August, and I had a dream. I want you, brother, to follow this carefully. I saw in this dream that I was praying, but a man was knocking on my door continuously. I interrupted the prayer, went to open the door. To my surprise, I saw a tall and robust man dressed in resplendent white garment. He was radiating light. I could not see his face because of the brightness of his light. I said, please, can you bring down the light of your garment that is blinding my eyes? He replied to me, my garment is always shining with this brightness. However, I can touch your eyes to enable you to bear the light of my glory. When he touched my eyes and I became able to bear his glory, he told me, I heard what you were saying in your heart, that you have no interest in your birthday celebration. You said if only you could have a clear direction about what to do for my kingdom, you will go out to win souls. Since you are seeking direction, and since you have eyes to see and understanding, I have come to tell you about imminent and great event that are about to happen in the world. Quickly we got in my house. He took seat before me and asked me to seat. When I took seat, he asked me to open the TV. I said it's not working, it has a problem. Then he did a snap with his finger, and the TV opened. He said, watch the images broadcasted in television, and I will explain everything to you. When I look, I saw on the TV a massive bank in glass, with a lot of stock of money. He told me, Alan, the bank you see in television means that in coming day people won't use money note, for it will be withdrawn from circulation. The whole world will be controlled by this bank, because a new way of transaction will be imposed upon the world population. The first way will be the phone. People will buy and sell only with their phone. You won't buy stuff with money note. People will go to shopping with their phone. It will become the only way. There will be no more money note. Once the world get used to this system, then the second method will be imposed. This will be electronic chip implanted on people's body. All transaction will be done through electronic chip implanted in people's hand. Everybody will be in the obligation of receiving the chip on their body. It will be a mandatory law. It will be difficult for my people that will not accept this law. They will be chased and hunted down. The church will be persecuted because my people will reject this chip. My people will be sent to jail. They will be persecuted and they will suffer. They will be hunted down and they will flee and they seek places to hide. Moreover, they will no longer have the power to buy and sell anything to eat in shops and supermarkets. The electronic chip will be the only way to buy and sell. Grave times are ahead, and dark days are coming. My church will be in unprecedented difficulty and you won't know what to do. This is the first message I brought so that you warn my people. Understand that the introduction of this microchip will happen before the rapture and before my imminent return. My people will be overwhelmed when these mandatory measures come to force. They will be cornered and they will be stuck. They will be against the wall. They will not have a normal life again. They will be flee and hiding, unable to buy food. In this scenario, I will not be a spectator. I will order my angels to sound the trumpet, and I will remove my church from the land to be with me. Since these laws and measures are in preparation and about to come to force, tell my people to wake up. Tell them to watch and pray. You will tell them, their saving that they are keeping in their bank will serve in nothing. Tell them that I want each one of them to invest in his respective village away from the big city. Tell African that are in Europe and United States, despite the fact that they live there in the West, they must invest in their respective villages, not in big city and town, for the enemy will capture big city and town easily. Those that live in big city will suffer the most. It will be difficult for them to live a normal life without the microchip. Tell my people, when they would be back in their village to invest, They must also evangelize and start new churches of Narrowgate there. Then the Lord talked to me about my local churches. Some of our mission has failed and some have succeeded. You went on to preach existing churches instead of starting new churches of sound doctrines and narrow road. You wasted times in churches of prosperity teacher that would not preach sound doctrine. Nevertheless, you will tell my people when they will come back to invest in their villages. They must evangelize and build new churches of sound doctrines and narrow road. The third thing that you will tell my people is to do agriculture and breeding of cattle in their villages, that will become productive. When the enemy will begin to pursue my people all over the world, you and your children will seek refuge in these villages, where you have invested in agriculture and breeding of cattle. Where you have already built narrow road churches of sound doctrines, the time is coming, you will be looking for a place to live away from the national government. Since you won't be able to buy and sell unless you have electronic chip, your field and plantation and cattle will help you to survive. You will have enough vegetable and meat to eat. That's where you will not suffer hunger because of the electronic chip. Tell my people invest in agriculture and breeding in the country. Away from big cities, money note will cease to be in circulation. They will be forced to accept the electronic chip to be able to buy and sell. If they don't do agriculture and breeding now in their villages, they will go hungry, and they will end up getting the electronic chip. The devil has planned that is drawn out. According to this plan, everything will be confiscated by the national government. All property will belong to the national government, and the government of the world will be assembled in the global order. Everything will become property of the government. My children that are investing in big cities, buying concession, building, company, there is coming a time everything will be confiscated by national government. Even your house and palace will become the property of the national government. Unless you comply with government measures, you will be kicked out. The devil is planning to nationalize private property, and the state will confiscate property by force. I am warning you, beloved, to invest in your villages far from great city. That's where you won't be rich easily. Begin to do agriculture and breed cattle now, and you must remember to evangelize your village and region where you are investing, otherwise you will not live there easily. You got to evangelize these villages to make it easy for your children to live and grow in Christian walk. If you fail to evangelize your native village today, I will ask you the blood of those that will be lost tomorrow. The coming days will be evil days, for the church will be persecuted. You may die today, but what have you prepared for your children? You must begin to teach your children now so that they will understand sound doctrine. They must master sound doctrine with precision and exactitude. If you don't teach your children sound doctrine from young age, I will require from you their blood. The Lord said the time has come where every believer must become a missionary. Man and women must enter the field of mission and evangelize. These saving and money on your bank will serve to nothing. They will probably be confiscated. While I was with the Lord, suddenly I saw a Congolese pastor that is a missionary in Belgium. I saw him in short and tank top in my place. He seems troubled and alarmed. I said, "Shalom, pastor, what's wrong?" He told me, "I just arrived from Europe. I have managed to escape from Europe. The devil is chasing us. Belgium is in a state of emergency. The situation is grave and serious. We must take precautions." I was talking to this pastor outside the house. Then the Lord said, "Get him inside." And when we got inside and we sat down around the Lord, He said to us, "You are going to form group, and you will deploy yourselves in the villages for evangelism. It does not matter how long it will take, you must win souls there, build churches of sound doctrine and narrow road there." Then I realized that this pastor could not see the Lord. I was the one seeing and hearing him. Not long after that, I was then joined by a pastor of my ministry. He was also unable to see the Lord. Since they could not see the Lord, He touched their eyes, and they were now able to see Him. He told the three of us, "Be extremely careful. This is grave time. The enemy has designed new plan to destroy the church. I know why the three of you are here. You gonna warn my children to prepare themselves. Announce to my church this revelation. The enemy is about to impose a mandatory chip to the population of the world. Unite and go to the villages and evangelize. Do agriculture and breeding there for you and your children. Time is coming there won't be money in circulation and you will not be able to buy and sell. My people will be in trouble. Warn them, save souls, otherwise the blood of the innocent will be on your heads.